Hey GAPS families, welcome back. Today we are addressing a question that lives in the back of many of your minds. One that can bring up both hope and fear. Will my child ever eat normal again? Is it time to transition off GAPS? After years of incredible dedication, soaking nuts, brewing stock, fermenting everything in sight, the idea of reintroducing forbidden foods can feel terrifying. What if all that hard-earned healing unravels? This fear often keeps families on the protocol longer or lesser than necessary, or leads to an anxious, poorly planned transition that does cause setbacks. Stay tuned to the end as we will get the answer of how long to GAPS. Hello lovely parents, this is your dietitian and CGP Pooja and welcome back to my corner of the healing world. So let's replace fear with a framework. Today I'm giving you my clinical guide for the thoughtful transition. This isn't about abandoning the principles of gut health, it's about graduating from a strict therapeutic protocol to a lifelong healing lifestyle. We will cover the clear signs of readiness and a slow, methodical reintroduction plan that protects your child's progress above all else. There are 5 signs of true readiness. The first rule is you do not transition based on the calendar. Your transition based on clinical stability. Just because it's been 2 years, it doesn't mean you are ready. As well as just because it's been just 4 months, you are not supposed to move on. Here are the 5 non-negotiable signs I look for. Number 1, symptom resolution and stability. The original inner physical issues that brought you to GAPS, for example, chronic diarrhea, constipation, bloating, eczema, constant illness, severe brain fog, picky eating, unpredictable behaviors have been gone and stable for at least 6 to 12 months. Not just better, but resolved. Your child is in a new stable baseline. Number 2 could be dietary diversity without reaction. Your child is thriving on the full GAPS diet. They are eating a wide variety of GAPS legal vegetables, protein and fats, tolerating properly processed carbs without any regressive symptoms. Their body is not reacting to foods within the protocol. Number 3 is resilient digestion. Bowel movements are regular, well formed, and occur without struggle or urgency. There is no bloating or complaining of stomach aches after meals. This indicates a gut lining that is likely sealed and robust. Number 4 is neurological and emotional regulation. This is huge. Your child is emotionally more regulated, handles transitions and disappointments better, sleeps deeply, and shows improved cognitive function. Their nervous system is calm. Number 5 is food curiosity, not food fear. Your child shows natural positive curiosity about other healthy foods, which is very normal for everybody, rather than fear or rigid aversion. This is a sign their relationship with food is healing. If you can check these 5 boxes, you may be ready. If not, the focus should remain still on deep healing. Number 5 is food curiosity, not food fear. Your child shows natural positive curiosity about other healthy foods, which is very normal for everybody. Before we talk about what to reintroduce, we must talk about how. This is kind of scientific experiment, not a celebration. The core mindset shifts from restriction to investigation. Our golden rule would be reintroduce only one new food in a small amount, once every 4 to 7 days. This is non-negotiable. It allows you to be the detective and clearly identify the culprit if a reaction occurs. The order of reintroduction, it's my strategic sequence. We don't start with pizza. We start with the least likely offenders and move towards the more complex. For example, stage 1 could be gluten-free grains and starches. These are less inflammatory than raw dairy for most of the cases. We start with the easiest to digest, GAPS way cooked white rice, quinoa, sweet potato if not already on GAPS, and oats. We test each separately. Later, we would handle gluten with sourdough. That would come to stage 4. Stage 2 could be high quality dairy from organic pasture raised cows. We move to dairy in its simplest form if we have started already. In order, like ghee must have already allowed and started, butter, fermented dairy like 24 hours, yogurt or kefir, hard-aged cheese, fresh raw cheese if available and legal, cooked dairy like in baked goods. We stop at the first sign of intolerance. Stage 3 is legumes and other starches. GAPS weigh processed and well cooked lentils, beans, chickpeas, and potatoes. Stage 4 could be treat foods and complex ingredients. This is the last. Organic corn, gluten-free processed foods, and eventually perhaps small amount of gluten-containing grains like spelt or sourdough for some and never for others. How do we actually conduct the test? Here is your toolkit, the 4-day observation window. Day 1, introduce a half to 1 teaspoon of the new food, that is well cooked white rice at lunch. Observe. Day 2 to 4, do not reintroduce anything new. You are watching for delayed reactions. Monitor everything. Digestive stool changes, loose, constipated mucus, gas, bloating, stomachache. Neurological behavioral changes like hyperactivity, emotional volatility, anxiety, stimming, sleep disturbances, night walking, etc. Physical changes could be skin rashes, red cheeks, ears, dark circles under eyes, and runny nose. The journal is your best friend here. Write it all down, each and very detailed. If you see a clear negative reaction, you stop that food, wait for symptoms to fully clear back to baseline, and then move on to the next food. A reaction isn't a failure, it's a vital data. It tells you my child's body isn't ready for this yet. You may simply wait 6 months and retest. Successfully transitioning off GAPS doesn't mean going back to the standard American diet, for example. It means you have graduated to a maintenance lifestyle. The core GAPS principle become your family's food philosophy. Foundation first. The majority of meals, 80 to 90%, are still built on the GAP staples. You know, meat stock, best soups, high quality proteins, healthy fats, and fermented foods, etc. etc. The 90-10 or 80-20 rule, the newly reintroduced non-GAPS foods become the occasional 10-20%, like rice with your chicken curry using meat stock, a slice of sourdough on occasion, a potato at a holiday meal. They are the guests on the table, not the main residents. Protect the gut daily. You never stop the daily practices that maintain gut integrity. Fermented foods, meat stock, avoiding processed sugar, and industrial seed oils. These are your lifelong tools. This transition is the ultimate act of trust. Trust in the healing you have facilitated, and trust in your ability to listen to your child's body as you carefully expand their world. Answer of that how long on GAPS would be as long as it may need it. For some kids on neurodiversity, it could be lifelong. You have to accept it with a grain of salt. Their body couldn't just process all the other unnecessary toxic items hidden in foods that just definitely don't do any better for their health. As the definition goes, not everything edible can be called food. Food is something that should nourish, heal, and enrich our body towards development. And I personally don't mind to follow a proper, healthy, traditional diet that could bring my child sustainable success day by day. As long as I see progress in my child, I would like to stick to it. And it's your decision to let go all the hard-earned progress that you might achieve following GAPS for a piece of store-bought cookies or candy, cakes, muffins, etc. if it worth. For me, a solid non-negotiable when it comes to my child's progress and health. But that significantly doesn't mean that we don't have our normal life and we don't go out and have fun, but we just do it in a healthy way. That's just the choice of ours. Of course, deciding to transition is a sign of profound success. It means you have built a foundation of health so strong that it can now be tested. Go slow, be that detective, and let your child's responses guide you. This isn't the end of your healing journey. It's the beginning of a new chapter of food freedom, grounded in the deep wisdom you have gained. You have got this. So if I'm talking to your mind right now and probably made you think about it, then please share this video with another parent who needs to see it. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content that empowers you on this journey. If you need more clarity about the process, then go ahead and book a free one-on-one coaching session if you like to grab one. Link is given below. I make new videos every week on how beneficial GAPS diet could be for autistic kids with traditional nutritional health approach and easy, sustainable, healthy living. Thank you for your time. See you in the next video. Till then, bye-bye.